guys, it's Candace. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about my current anti-aging routine and all of the products that I use. As we all know, as we age, our skin starts to produce less moisture, less collagen, we start to notice sunspots, and overall our skin just looks like not as healthy or not as bouncy, not as hydrated. So I believe that aside from a good cleanser, an effective anti-aging routine should have 5 things. First, a product to introduce hydration back into the skin. Second is a product that will help to even out the skin tone by fading hyperpigmentation and any sunspots. Third is a product to help rebuild collagen. Fourth is a product to help strengthen the skin barrier. And lastly is a product to help protect the skin so that all of our hard work isn't wasted. And I know that this might seem like a lot of skincare products to some people, but if you split these products between your morning and your evening skincare routine, then if you think about it, it's not that much. A little bit about my skin. I do have combination skin that's very sensitive and very prone to dehydration. When it's the summertime, my skin tends to be more combination oily. Since it's the winter time, it is a little bit on the drier side, and yeah, like I said, it's very prone to dehydration. It's not quite dehydrated at the moment, but still very sensitive. So yeah, let me show you what I use during my morning and my evening skincare routines. First up in my morning or evening skincare routine is a cleanser, and I think that every skincare routine should start with a good cleanser. Lately, I've been slugging at night, so when I wake up, I do have a pretty thick layer of sticky skincare products still sitting on my skin. So I do like to go in with a micellar water and a cotton pad to remove that sticky layer first. If I'm hopping into the shower, I'll do an oil or a balm cleanse instead, but since I'm not showering today, using micellar water and a cotton pad is just easier and faster. Once that's off, I like to go in with a gentle cleanser and my Luna device, and I just glide this in circular motions around my face for about a minute. And I love this device because I feel like it gives me a deeper clean. It also gently exfoliates, but it's also super gentle at the same time, and it doesn't irritate my skin. Also, I love the vibrations. It's like relaxing and rejuvenating at the same time, and I just feel like it helps to depuff my bloated morning face. Once my face is all clean, I like to go in with a hydrating product, and this is usually a humectant type of serum or a toner, because here my goal is to use products that attract water to the skin to keep it hydrated all day. I like the Cosrx toner, forgot what it's called, but I'll put a picture of it right here. And I also like to use the Ordinary's hydrating serums, so either the hyaluronic acid serum or the marine hyaluronics, or I'll use the Good Molecules hyaluronic acid serum. Today I'm going to use the Ordinary's marine hyaluronics, and I just take a few drops and then pat it into damp skin. So it's really important to apply your skincare products to damp skin and not dry skin, because our skin is like a sponge and it will absorb the product better if it's damp. Every other day, or I'd say 2 to 3 times a week, after my water-based serums, I'll use either my NUFACE Mini or one of my Biore devices. Why did I say it like that? These are both microcurrent devices. I've talked about it in lots of previous videos, but basically the microcurrent helps to lift, firm, and contour the skin. If my skin feels sensitive, I'll use the NUFACE because it is gentler, the microcurrent isn't as strong. But if I wake up with a puffy or a bloated face, which to be honest is like 95% of the time, I'll use one of the Biore devices, like this Biore Mini or the original Biore, because the T-sonic pulsations in this really help to immediately slim down a puffy face. I use these morning or night, it just depends on when I have time to do it, because each session takes like 3 to 5 minutes. I also have a Jade roller that I use almost every single night. It sits in a little box on the side table beside my couch, and basically if I'm just sitting there lounging, watching Netflix or anything, I just sit there and roll my face for like hours. And honestly, rolling your face, whether it's with one of these devices or whether it's with a Jade roller, it helps to depuff the face. I also have a Gua Sha, but haven't used that in a while, even though I like it because I can't find it. I think it slipped between the couch cushions or something. I should really look for that this weekend. But the point is that I love skincare tools, and I do think that if you use them regularly, then it does help to lift and contour and firm the skin. Okay, so once the hydrating step is done, we're going to move on to the product that will help to even out my skin tone and fade hyperpigmentation and sunspots. I like to use either a vitamin C product, something with niacinamide, or something with alpha-arbutin. A long time ago, like a decade ago, I had a lot of acne on my forehead, and I was, I'll admit, a pimple popper, and when you pop pimples, it's more likely to turn into a spot or a scar. And for me, niacinamide was something that really helped to fade those acne spots. But then over time, I started experimenting with other skincare products, and niacinamide was slowly pushed to the side until a month ago when I started using The Ordinary's Niacinamide 10% Plus Zinc and also the Good Molecules Niacinamide Brightening Toner. This stuff is gold because not only does it help fade hyperpigmentation, it also helps to control sebum production so my pores look smaller and I break out less. And the zinc helps to heal existing blemishes. I also really like the Good Molecules Niacinamide Brightening Toner, and actually I'll alternate between using this one and this one from The Ordinary, or I'll use this one at night. But basically, I like to use this one and squeeze it in whenever I can because not only does it contain niacinamide, it also contains vitamin C, alpha-arbutin, and licorice root. And basically, I want all of that good stuff on my skin. So next up is the true anti-aging hero, and I'm talking about retinol. If you only want to use one anti-aging product, retinol is the one you should be using because it reduces the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles and just helps to make the skin and complexion look overall more healthy and youthful and bouncy by increasing the production of collagen, increasing the rate of cell turnover, and by stimulating the production of new blood vessels. I've used The Ordinary's 0.2% in Squalane, and I've loved it. I've used, I think, 2 bottles now, and it really helped to reduce the appearance of my pores and overall just make my skin look super smooth and super healthy. Right now, I'm using the 0.5% in Squalane just because I'm curious about what a higher strength retinol will do for my skin. I've only been using this for, I'd say, about 3 weeks, maybe a little bit over 3 weeks, but so far so good, and I will definitely post a review of this in a month or two when I've used up at least half of the bottle. Now for moisturizers. So I actually have a lot of favorites, and I use a different one every day depending on what I think my skin needs, but a few of the moisturizers that I regularly use and love include the Cerave Moisturizing Cream, the PM version. I also like the Cetaphil Daily Moisturizer, the Ordinary's Moisturizer, and the Aveeno Daily Moisturizer. Basically, I like to use moisturizers that are rich in ceramides, amino acids, glycerin, and antioxidants that will help to strengthen my skin barrier as well as keep my skin protected and well hydrated. Today I'm using the Aveeno Daily Moisturizer, and I've been reaching for this one a lot because my skin just loves anything with oats in it. By the way, oats are so good for your skin. If you have extremely dry or flaky or dehydrated skin, definitely try a product with oats. The oats are super nourishing and they contain so many beneficial antioxidants and anti-inflammatory compounds, and protecting your skin barrier and making sure it's healthy and resilient is super important if you want healthy skin. And finally, we have come to the last product, which is the product to protect your skin from the sun. And I know you know what I'm thinking. I know we've been like skincare brain melding, you know, like unagi. I know what you're thinking, you know what I'm thinking. The last step is sunscreen. If you use all of the products above, but you don't use sunscreen, then there's no point. There's just really no point. The sun will undo all of the hard work you did. So to prevent that, even if you're indoors, you have to wear sunscreen, especially if you work by a window, because the sun's rays will penetrate the window and hit your skin. And then what? And then that's sun damage. So you definitely have to wear sunscreen every day. I have so many sunscreens, but my longtime fave is the Biore Aqua Rich. Another drugstore sunscreen favorite is the Neutrogena Clear Face, but lately I've been reaching for the Olay moisturizer with SPF 30. I've been using this a lot lately because I love that it gives my skin extra hydration along with the sun protection. So it's a combination mineral and chemical sunscreen, and it does leave a slight, I'd say a very, very slight white cast, but for my skin tone, I don't necessarily mind it. It kind of evens out my skin at the same time, so I feel like I don't have to wear as much makeup if I use this. Plus, it's not sticky at all, which is another reason that I really like it. It just feels like I'm applying a moisturizer. During my nighttime routine, I like to end my skincare by sealing everything in with a very generous layer of Aquaphor. Like I said earlier, lately I have been slugging. I'll update you guys probably in a month or two, but basically slugging is the process of applying a very generous layer of a petroleum-based product to seal in your skincare and prevent transepidermal water loss while you sleep, and basically just keep your skin super moisturized and hydrated all night. Also, as a little side note, I do exfoliate my face with a chemical exfoliant once or twice a week, but I didn't include this in the 5 must-have things to include in an anti-aging skincare routine because I feel like it's more of a basic skincare step, you know what I mean? Like, a basic skincare routine would include a good cleanser, a good exfoliant, and a good moisturizer and a good sunscreen. So yeah, that's why I didn't mention it, but just know that I do exfoliate 1 to 2 times a week. Okay guys, we've come to the end of the video. Those are pretty much all of the products that I like to use to keep my skin fresh and healthy and firm and bouncy. If you have any questions, definitely leave them down below. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to me if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!